Gaon Ki Awaaz is a path-breaking experiment started by the International Media Institute of India, which is located in Noida. What's most exciting about the project is that the news is generated by villagers and broadcast on mobile phones in their own language, which is Awadhi. Dave Bloss, a Knight International Fellow and academic consultant at IMII, sees tremendous potential in the experiment.
We see this as an opportunity for news to be generated down there, distributed right in the community in a language that everybody understands clearly. And at the same time, that news gets sent up here to Delhi and can be distributed up here if it's of interest, beyond the village.
Sunil Saxena, the dean of the institute, is equally excited.
Change the way information is gathered and the way information is then communicated to communities that are so far not a part of the information system. That is where I think this project has tremendous potential. It can very easily help the villagers talk to each other, even though they may not be living in the same geographical area. I mean, just look at the advantages that it brings. One, the entire communication is being done in the voice of the villager. It is not going out in the voice of a city-bred journalist. In this particular case, the news bulletin is in Awadhi, which is a language that is spoken by the villagers of Sitapur. The second big advantage is that they are getting information that is relevant to them. Information which is different to what editors for the last 200 years have commonly perceived as news. Here, what a villager is getting is if someone has died in the village, if there is a vaccination camp that is being held, a new crop that's been introduced, which is of immediate relevance to him. So the entire definition of news, as we know, can possibly change. And of course, then you've got to remember that the numbers are very high. And with the mobile phone getting more and more popular in rural areas, this can very easily become a major broadcast medium, a two-way interactive medium. That's the other thing that excites me. So far, everything has to be communicated from one to many. Here's an opportunity where it can become a many-to-many information medium. One of the greatest advantages of this entire project is leaping past the illiteracy barrier.
Jody McPhillips, another Knight International Fellow who works at IMII, sees another important value in the project.
And who live in Delhi, students who live in Delhi, to get outside their known universe. The problem with being a journalist in a big city or a capital is that the world becomes that capital. All your experiences are there, all your stories are there, all your sources. You start to think that the whole world is that city. By going out into the countryside with this project, we are getting the chance to experience an important part of India, given that 80% of the population does live outside cities. I think it's a very helpful new perspective for journalists and an opportunity for people living outside the big metropolitan areas to participate in the information revolution that's going on in India and around the world.